but a huge worldwide mainstream audience.
Good shots. I mean, just.
The path to a boxing showdown is often built on hard work, strategy, and psychological tactics long before the fighters even step into the ring. For Tank Davis, the preparation for his WBA lightweight title defense against Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1, 2025, has been no different. From intense training sessions guided by boxing legend Sugar Ray, to playing mind games through social media, Davis is leaving nothing to chance as he prepares for the big fight.
On the man in the ring.
Look at the concentration of Davis.
In a surprising yet strategic move, Gervonta Tank Davis recently invited the legendary Sugar Ray Leonard to join his training camp. Leonard, a former multi-weight world champion and one of the most respected figures in boxing, visited Davis's camp to provide valuable advice, guidance, and tips on mental toughness. This collaboration has caught the attention of the boxing world, as it's rare for a fighter like Davis to openly seek wisdom from past greats. Leonard's presence is more than just a publicity stunt. His experience in high-pressure fights and ability to adapt in the ring make his advice extremely valuable. During a training session, Leonard focused on the mental side of boxing, telling Davis that the fight is won in the mind long before the first punch is thrown. Davis, known for his strong mentality in past bouts, seems to be taking this message to heart and applying it to his own training. In addition to the mental preparation, Leonard has helped Davis refine his footwork and defensive skills. While Davis is already known for his explosive power, Leonard has emphasized the importance of lateral movement and head feints to avoid unnecessary punishment. This mix of old-school boxing knowledge with Davis's natural talent could be the edge he needs when he faces Lamont Roach Jr. in the ring. Davis has been pushing himself harder than ever in training, with recent workout videos showing the high intensity of his preparation. Whether it's rapid heavy bag sessions, intense sparring rounds, or demanding strength and conditioning drills, Davis is making sure his stamina, power, and endurance are at their peak for this fight.
On the man in the ring.
Look at the concentration of Davis.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against the dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together, and I'm gonna be the one.
One of the standout features in Gervonta Davis's training videos has been his incredible hand speed and powerful combinations. Fans have been amazed by his ability to deliver knockout power while keeping a smooth, consistent rhythm. His training team has placed a strong emphasis on boosting his explosiveness, a quality that has helped him become one of the most dangerous finishers in the lightweight division. In addition to his power, Davis has been adding advanced agility exercises to ensure his movements stay quick and precise. His routine now includes high-intensity interval training, which highlights his dedication to entering the ring in peak physical condition. Davis's trainers have also focused on his stamina, knowing that a 12-round fight with Lamont Roach Jr. will require not just power but patience and endurance.
So hard to get where he is and to even go further.
While Gervonta Davis's physical training has been demanding, he has also been engaging in a psychological battle with Lamont Roach Jr. through social media. In several training videos shared online, Davis included subtle captions aimed at Roach, questioning his readiness for the upcoming fight. In one video, Davis showcased his lightning-fast combinations with the caption "Speed kills, but power buries. Hope you can keep up." This was just the start of his psychological tactics. Davis took things a step further when, at a press conference, he confronted a member of Roach's team, proposing a high-stakes bet on the outcome of the fight. This move was a classic display of Davis's confidence, trying to rattle Roach before the two even step into the ring. Roach has kept his cool publicly, but insiders suggest that Davis's consistent jabs, both verbal and online, may be forcing Roach to reconsider his approach to the fight. In another video, Davis showed himself pushing through a tough strength training session with the caption, "Lifting more than just weights, carrying legacies." This combination of physical and mental preparation is typical in boxing. But Davis is taking it to new heights by consistently showcasing his superior conditioning, speed, and mindset. He is sending a strong message. He is ready, and he doubts Roach's. With Davis's relentless training and mental tactics, fans are left wondering how Roach will respond. Roach, known for his technical skill and counterpunching, may need to withstand an early onslaught from Davis before finding his rhythm in the later rounds.
We fought twice in the same tournament, so
That's different.
yeah, and we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
Okay.
You fought in the regionals and then fought again in the nationals?
Yeah, so we fought in the regionals in Baltimore, in his hometown.
Good body shot and a good right hand from Fonseca.
When he sits down,
If Davis comes out as aggressively as his training videos suggest, Roach's ability to stay calm under pressure will be tested like never before. Davis's approach seems to combine explosive offense with better defensive movement, influenced by the legendary Sugar Ray Leonard. If he can merge his raw power with a more refined boxing strategy, it could spell trouble for Roach. The mental aspect of the fight will also be crucial. Davis has already planted seeds of doubt in Roach's mind through his social media posts and public displays of confidence. If Roach steps into the ring already feeling the pressure of Davis's mind games, it could affect his ability to stick to his own strategy and perform at his best.
I say ninth round.
What?
I say ninth round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling you, you saying you going down in a night? You know that power curry late.
Gervonta Tank Davis has always been a magnet for attention, whether he's in the ring or outside of it. His ability to steal the spotlight goes beyond his knockouts and undefeated record. He knows how to control the narrative, play mind games, and dominate conversations in the boxing world. However, in the last few days, that control has been challenged in ways he didn't expect. While Davis has been focused on preparing for his title defense against Lamont Roach, another fighter has been making waves, trying to get his name involved in the conversation. Kasan Davis, an up-and-coming prospect in the lightweight division, has made it clear that he wants to challenge Tank and take his shot at the big stage.
Hey Shakur, like I was telling Bud, either you or Keyshawn's gonna get tanked, so the walls are closing in. So awesome.
It's gonna be him though.
It makes sense. He's closer.
Big brother first.
Absolutely.
Done okay. This was very muscular for this weight class.
Kasan Davis, who is gearing up to face Dennis Berinch for the WBO lightweight title on February 14th, has been talking about bigger opportunities beyond his upcoming fight. After Isaac Pitbull Cruz earned a unanimous decision victory over Angel Fierro on the undercard of David Benavidez versus David Morrell, Kasan wasted no time targeting Cruz, announcing on X that he'd love a fight with him after claiming his belt. However, his message wasn't just aimed at Cruz. It also seemed like a subtle jab at Tank Davis.
This is the same contract. I'm not in a position to be like, yo, I'm fighting him this year. I'm not in that position yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop asking me those questions. All respect, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you good.
And for every interviewer that's going to watch this, don't ask me that question no more. Ask him that question. When are we going to fight?
You know, I'm going to see him here soon, and I definitely make it a point to do that, Keyshawn, so that we be fair balanced. I'm going to be at his fight.
Isaac Cruz remains one of the toughest fighters Tank Davis has faced, pushing him to a 12-round decision when they met in 2021. Many believe Cruz gave Davis more trouble than expected, showing that his durability and aggressive style can be a challenge for anyone in the lightweight division. So, when Kasan Davis called out Cruz, it wasn't just about setting up a potential future fight. He was also making a statement, inserting himself into a conversation that previously involved Tank. It was a strategic move, signaling that Kasan wanted to challenge not only Cruz but also the notion that Tank had already dealt with him.
Keyshawn the one that can crack their Gervonta code?
Gervonta can be beat easily, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, we hear you say he could be beat easily. Why?
Yeah, he could be beat easily because he's just a basic type of dude with a lot of power. If you know boxing like I know boxing, you can take away that power from him and shit. You know what I'm saying, young fella? We know.
So you don't.
That rocked Fonseca. Came back with a right hand and a right hook.
The moment that really caught people's attention happened during the Benavidez vs. Morrell event in Las Vegas. Tank Davis, who was watching from the sidelines, tweeted his frustration with referees. His post wasn't about Kaysan or Cruz, but it opened the door for a reaction. "I hate when the ref says stop holding B. I'm trying to get myself together. Give me a sec." Tank wrote on X. Kaysan wasted no time jumping in with a bold 5-word reply that sparked a frenzy on social media. "UAH shut up." It was one of the most direct public call-outs aimed at Tank in recent memory.
Tank, stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. The f you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. You, Tank.
The response took off quickly, with fans split on whether Kaysan was being too bold or just fearless. Some thought it was a smart move, while others felt it was disrespectful to a proven champion like Tank. Regardless of the opinion, it worked. It grabbed attention and got Kaysan's name in the same conversation as Tank's, which was his goal all along. Kaysan has been chasing this fight for a while now because he knows Tank represents the biggest payday in the lightweight division. Whether or not he genuinely thinks he can beat him is up for debate, but one thing is clear. Kaysan understands how boxing works. It's not just about wins and losses. It's about creating buzz, building the biggest fights, and generating the most intrigue.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about Keyshawn. What if he touch you? What if I touch him?
Kaysan has been putting in the work to prove himself as a serious contender, but he knows that to quickly rise to superstardom, he needs to align himself with the biggest name in boxing. What makes this situation even more intriguing is that Kaysan's upcoming opponent, Dennis Barrios, also has his sights set on Tank. Barrios, who recently became the WBO lightweight champion, is facing a big test against Kaysan. However, when asked about his future plans, he wasted no time mentioning Tank Davis as the fight he's aiming for. In an interview, Barrios said, "Tank Davis is the better fight for me," explaining that Tank offers the biggest name, the most titles, and the highest financial reward. The fact that a 36-year-old champion is already thinking about Tank, even before facing Kaysan, says a lot about where Tank stands in the division.
When I got in the ring, I'm not gonna lie, he surprised me with how much defense he really had. You know, of course I was looking out for the power of, like, off the rip. I was looking out for his power. But when I started, like, when I was attacking and trying to set stuff up, like, he got like good upper body movement and he got some good legs when he used them. So he surprised me with his defense. But
let him go, stop! Posing his will.
Tank's name holds a level of influence that few in boxing can match. It's not just about the titles he's earned, but the status that comes with being the face of the division, the money, the attention, and the respect. Fighters don't just want to beat him. They want to be in the ring with him because that's where the biggest opportunities come. And Tank knows it. That's why he hasn't bothered responding to Kaysan or any of the other challengers. Sometimes, ignoring an opponent is more powerful than engaging with them. By not responding to Kaysan's jabs, Tank keeps the power firmly in his hands. If he were to comment, even dismissively, he'd be giving Kaysan exactly what he wants, recognition and a hint that he's worthy of Tank's attention. Instead, Tank does what he does best. He lets his training speak for itself. While preparing for his upcoming title defense against Lamont Roach, Tank is working closely with Sugar Ray Leonard to perfect his skills. Every training video he shares is aimed at sending a clear message, not to Kaysan or anyone else, but to Roach, the man who will be in the ring with him. His footage shows him moving with precision, hitting harder than ever, and looking like a fighter determined to finish the fight before it even gets to the later rounds. The captions on the videos make it clear. Roach is just another obstacle in Tank's path, someone who's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Kaysan may have thrown a verbal jab, but Tank knows better than anyone that words don't decide the fight. He's been around the sport long enough to understand that what happens in the ring is what really matters, and that's where he's most dangerous.
When they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'ma beat his ass.
He can't
y'all
do
talking.
shit. Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
He got the
if
whole
y'all
hood
was
over there.
talking
Like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care.
Comes back firing. Davis won his IBF belt.
Right now, Tank isn't focused on Kaysan Davis, Isaac Cruz, Dennis Barrios, or anyone else. His attention is locked in on March 1st, when he faces Lamont Roach. It's another chance to defend his title and make a powerful statement. The mind games, the call-outs, the noise, that's all part of boxing. But when the bell rings, none of it matters. Tank will do what he always does. When the fight is over, everyone will remember why his name carries more weight than anyone else in the division.
I'ma beat his ass if y'all talking.
By now, Gervonta Davis is used to hearing his name linked to fantasy matchups, but the latest talk about a potential fight with Naoya Inoue has taken things to a whole new level. The undefeated Japanese superstar, currently the undisputed super bantamweight champion, has been dominating his weight class with remarkable precision. His latest knockout win over Ye Jun Kim has only added to his growing reputation, making fans even more eager to see him face new challenges. With Inoue running out of worthy opponents in his division, the calls for him to move up in weight have grown louder, and naturally, Tank Davis's name has come up in the conversation.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's gonna go. Tank gonna be losing the first 3 rounds, then he's gonna download the data, then he gonna knock this dude out in round 7 or 8, then he gonna do the backflip, then Jim Gray's gonna get in the ring, or Caleb Plant's wife, and say, who do you want next? And Tank's gonna say, I want all those guys, and they're gonna go to the press conference, and Elliot Setback's gonna say, who do you want next? He say, I want all the guys. This is a pretty much...
Went to London, fought Liam Walsh.
The idea of Naoya Inoue moving up to the lightweight division to face Tank Davis is exciting, but it's also highly unlikely. The weight difference is significant. Inoue would need to jump 3 divisions and add 13 pounds to his frame just to reach lightweight. While he's shown incredible power at lower weight classes, it's unclear how that would translate against much bigger and stronger fighters like Tank. On the other hand, Davis has fought at featherweight and super featherweight early in his career, but he has no interest in returning to those divisions now. Still, fans continue to push for the matchup. The idea of 2 undefeated knockout artists, both with insane power, facing off in the ring is a dream fight for boxing enthusiasts. Inoue's precision and speed against Tank's explosiveness and counterpunching would make for one of the most exciting matchups in modern boxing. The fight would also be a huge commercial success, with Davis being one of the biggest names in the US, and Inoue's fan base growing across Japan and internationally. Fans have been relentlessly calling for the fight on social media, and Davis finally responded in a now-deleted tweet, showing frustration at being linked to every possible matchup.
I like, what's the guy from Japan? Inoue? Yeah.
Do you foresee potentially at some day you guys meeting together, maybe at a catchweight, or maybe if he keeps going up in weight?
Probably. Yeah. That would be like a fun fight.
Crazy.
Yeah, that would be a fun fight. Now that would be technical. That fight
on his people.
Of the year. Now, you're right. This could be a good body shot and a good right hand.
Tank Davis made his feelings clear in a now-deleted tweet where he wrote, "I'm the only fighter you all want to see. It doesn't matter like what the F." While the tweet was quickly removed, it was obvious that Davis felt frustrated by being treated as the standard for greatness in boxing. His reaction makes sense, especially when you consider that there are so many elite fighters in his weight class, names like Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and the possibility of a rematch with Ryan Garcia. So it's hard to understand why fans are so focused on a fight that would require Inoue to add a significant amount of weight. But that's the power of Inoue's reputation. He's seen as a once-in-a-generation talent, and when a fighter is that dominant, people start wondering how he'd fare against the best, regardless of weight classes.
And I promise you, you better leave them home. You better leave the females home. On my mother, you better leave the females home and the kids. On my mother. Now watch this. Now watch.
The buzz around a potential fight between Tank Davis and Naoya Inoue has even reached the highest levels of the sport. Saudi boxing chief, Turki Alec, has expressed that a matchup between these two would be one of his dream fights to make, if it were ever possible. Saudi Arabia's increasing influence in boxing and its readiness to fund massive bouts make this idea even more intriguing. Alec's recognition of the fight's potential adds an extra layer of excitement. The financial side of this fight could be crucial. Although Tank Davis has never worked with Alec, a large enough offer from Saudi Arabia could change that. The country has already secured some of the biggest fights in recent years, attracting stars like Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, and Anthony Joshua with huge paydays. If Alec were to present an offer that dwarfs anything Davis could earn elsewhere, it could spark serious discussions about a potential catchweight fight between Tank and Inoue. On the other hand, Inoue has made it clear he wants to expand his reach beyond Japan. After his most recent win, he confirmed plans to fight in Las Vegas later in 2025, with an eye on possibly fighting in Saudi Arabia as well. Inoue shared, "2025 will be a big year for me to go to overseas countries for fights. In the spring of 2025, I will go to Las Vegas to show you the great match I am planning. I will also fight in Saudi Arabia this year." His statement suggests that he is aiming for global stardom, which could make a fight with Tank Davis more likely in the future. If Inoue successfully moves up to featherweight and continues his dominance, the speculation around a showdown with Tank Davis will only grow stronger.
Tank, you think about the monster from Japan here one day before your deal's up? Yeah, you, because it's been mentioned before. Oh, whoa.
I don't know, probably. I don't know. Be up for it.
Tank Davis doesn't seem too interested in entertaining the idea of a fight with Naoya Inoue at this moment. His focus is squarely on maintaining his dominance in the lightweight division, where he still has real challenges ahead. If Davis were to pursue a fight with Inoue, he could face criticism for avoiding other fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney, fighters who are naturally closer to his weight class and also pose serious threats. Right now, the talk about a Davis versus Inoue fight is just that, talk. But in boxing, nothing is truly impossible. Money, timing, and public demand have made previously unlikely fights happen, and with cross-division matchups becoming more common, no fight can be completely ruled out. If Inoue proves he can move up in weight and carry his power with him, and if Saudi Arabia offers a deal Davis can't refuse, the idea of this fight could become much more realistic. For now, though, Tank has a more immediate challenge ahead of him. Lamont Roach is next in line, and with all the distractions, from Kezan Davis's social media jabs to the fantasy matchups fans keep suggesting, Tank has to stay focused on the task at hand. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.